Okay. So, in the last session, we have seen the process of neuronation, that is the development of the neural tube. From the neural tube, we have seen the development of different brain vesicles as well as the part of the spinal cords also. In clinical part, we have discussed about the clinical correlations of the thyroid gland. Apart from that, we have discussed neural tube defect. It includes anencephaly and spina bifida. Okay, we'll come back to this diagram. The last picture shows the surface ectoderm, then the development of the neural tube. On either side of, stop talking. On either side of the neural tube, we can see the development of neural crest cells. Okay, so this neural crest cell, which is present on both the sides, will divide into two different structures like this. Okay, the neural crest cell, which is present on the upper part, is called as ventral mass. This is called as ventral mass, and the lower one is called as dorsal mass. And both ventral and dorsal mass are together called as, what they are together called as? Together they are called as primitive spinal ganglia. Okay. The ventral and dorsal mass are together called as primitive spinal ganglia. The ventral mass will give rise to three different types of cells. They are neuroblast, then what are the other cells you see here? And angioblast. Next, pluripotent cells. Okay, from the dorsal mass you can see the development of two different types of cells. Those are spinoblast and chromaffin cells. Chromaffin cells. These are the different types of cells you can see in the development or the derivative part of the neural crest cells. Okay. And when they ask you to write about the significance of the neural crest cell, you have to explain about each type of cells. It is discussed in your gross part. Okay? Any doubts? Any doubts in this? Any notes in this? Okay. So from the neural tube we have seen the development of primary and secondary brain vesicle and also the derivatives of those brain vesicles, right? So what happens to the caudal part? How the development of spinal cord takes place? In the cranial part, there will be enlargements, and those enlargements will later turn into the brain vesicles. But what about the caudal part? Okay. If you take the cross section of the caudal part of the developing neural tube, this is how the structure is going to appear. Okay. First we have a small cavity like structure is present, This is called as neurocele. This is called as neurocele. Okay. Around the neurocele we can see 3 different layers like this. Around the neurocele we can see 3 different zones or layers. The innermost one is called as mantle zone. It is called as mantle zone. What about the second and third? The innermost part is called as mantle zone. Next one. What are the other zones are called as? The outer zone is called as marginal zone. Okay. So this is the neurocele, this is the innermost, this is the middle, and this is the last one. Okay. Make a small correction. The inner one is called as matrix zone. This is called as matrix zone. The middle one is called as mantle zone, and the outermost layer is called as marginal zone. What are the other derivatives of the structure? The neurocele, the cavity which you see in the early embryonic stage, will later develop as the central canal of the spinal cord. Okay. Later it will develop as the central canal of the spinal cord. What about the other 3 zones? What are the structures that develop from the other 3 zones? Do you guys know about the white matter and grey matter? Yes? Okay. So in spinal cord, if you do the cross-sectional study, white matter is present in the innermost aspect or the outer aspect? Outer? Inner? Inner is grey matter. Outer is grey matter. Okay, so matrix zone and mantle zone will develop into grey matter and white matter. The last marginal zone is going to form the coverings of the spinal cord. Okay, so now tell me which one will develop into white zone and which one will develop into grey matter. Matrix is the innermost one, so from that we can see movement of grey matter. Which matter we can see? Berman, right? What you guys have studied in the spinal cord? Whatever you remember, you can answer. Grey matter is present on the inner part. Okay, so that the matrix zone is the innermost one. It will develop into grey matter, right? And the mantle is the middle zone, so it will develop into white matter. And marginal zone will be forming the coverings of the spinal cord, and this is ectodermal in origin. whereas your central neurocele is going to develop as the central canal of the adult spinal cord. Is it clear? Any doubts in this? No doubts? Okay, there is 2 different diagrams for this topic in the textbook. Please check those diagrams once. Open your textbook and check those diagrams.